Hi, everyone. This is Chef Mark. You know me from my Facebook page and from the amazing food we make over at Gaia's Garden. But I have a special message for you today. And what I want you to remember is that, first of all, you're not who you think you are. You are so much more than you give yourself credit for. You're an amazing being of spirit, truth, and light. Now, I don't want to sound all new agey and hocus pocusy and all gooey, but the reality is that you are not who you think you are. You just see yourself and you judge yourself by the things that you've done in your past, and you then color your future with those same experiences. The question is, why? Why do you continue to do the same things that you've always done? What is it that gives you comfort that you continue to create these same life choices? For those of you who know me, know that I'm also in recovery, and I've been in recovery for over 3.5 years. So I've been clean and sober for 3.5 years now. And I resisted making these changes for so long because I was afraid of what I would become. Because the truth of the matter is, I wasn't who I thought I was. I was so much more. I wasn't just a drunk. I wasn't just a father who abandoned his children. I wasn't just a guy who started a forest fire. Yes, that's right, I started a forest fire. That being said, after challenging those preconceptions and really getting to the point where the pain I experienced in my life from the life choices I made was so intense that I had no choice but to change my life, then and only then did freedom come. It's never easy making change, but it's even harder staying exactly where you're at. Deep inside of you, you know that there's something more. You know that there's something more about you that you're afraid to let out, that you're afraid to share with other people. But the reality is you have it inside you, and you know you do. You've used excuse after excuse to limit your behavior, to limit your choices. But you have infinite choices. You have the ability to see beyond time and space, and you can transcend these things that you're experiencing in your life right now. And one of those things that has helped me is one, recognizing that there is a grace in this universe. It is a harsh and bewilderingly difficult universe as well. But once we understand the rules that govern this world, life becomes so much simpler. In the rooms, we call this living life on life's terms. I can't make a choice of what happens with the wind and how it blows. However, I do have a choice with how I react to it. And by learning how to change our reaction, I learned how to affect a different outcome. By making a different life choice, I've created new life paths. And one of those things is just sharing with you that you have an amazing ability. You have been born at a very particular time in the history of the world. Whether you believe in reincarnation or you don't, or whether you just believe that this is a one-time through, it doesn't matter because you have never existed before. You will never exist again. You are unique. And your job is not to do someone else's job. Your job is to do your work. And in the process of doing your work, you create a better world. See, that's the rub. We've learned our whole life that we need to get a good job, just a great job. And of course, those of us who have good jobs know what it means. Just over broke. We're just enough to just get along, but never enough to truly live, to truly be fulfilled. So part of this is you taking the time to look inside your own heart, find that discontent, and then reach out and say, no, I'm not content. I want something more. And other people might ask you, well, what makes you so special? Well, I'll tell you. Out of the 7 billion people who exist on the planet at this very moment, you're the only one. Out of the over 340 billion people who have ever existed on this planet, you're the only one. You've never existed before. You will never exist again. You are existing right now in your own unique form. You have come together with genetics that were brought to you by your mother and your father, and then you have spiritual attributes that come down that are blessings from you, for you rather, that are allowed to, one channeled, can bring a whole new paradigm to this world. And that's really the trick. For me, it's being a chef. I love being a chef. But also sharing that passion with people and letting them realize that the passion I have for cooking is not just about cooking. The passion I have for cooking is about realizing my own true potential. You see, the thing is, I've been doing the thing I was meant to do my entire life, and no one ever told me, oh, by the way, Mark, you should be doing this. You need to be a chef, because when you cook, worlds stop and eyes open. No one told me that, because they always assumed I knew that when I cooked, that's what happened. But here's the thing. I didn't know it. I never realized it until a friend of mine helped me step back, look at my own life, and I was able to see the things I've been doing my entire life. And here's part of that trick, is that you're not who you think you are because you're trying to be someone else. Rather than just being you, rather than just truly expressing yourself and who and what you are, you've been trying to live someone else's life. You've been living the life for your mother or your father, your husband, your wife, your children. None of it authentic. And only in the authenticity, only in that moment of truly being and truly expressing that divine essence of who and what you are, that's when you become turned on. That's when you become passionate. That's when the world stops and takes notice. Because the world doesn't need a new mousetrap. It doesn't need for someone to create a brand new widget. What it needs is for you to just do what you do. Thomas Jefferson said, when you do the ordinary in an extraordinary manner, the world will stop and take notice. You are an ordinary person. I'm an ordinary person. There's nothing about us that is not ordinary. No matter what that means to you, we are all ordinary people. However, you do some things in an exceptional manner when you're doing those ordinary day-to-day things. Look, we all eat, we all get up, we all go to the bathroom, we all do work. We all do those little things. We sing to ourselves, we hum, we dance when no one's watching, we make silly jokes, we stand around and talk about other people. But there's something that you do, that only you do. And the way that you do it so well, you're not even aware you're doing it when you do it, but all your friends do. And that's why they come to you, because you're helping solve a problem. And they naturally and instinctively come to you as a result of your natural gifts. So my challenge to you, my friends, is to not accept mediocrity, to not accept that you're someone else, but to look deep inside, find that truth, find that resonance of who you are, and find those things that the ordinary things that you do on a daily basis, that you do in an extraordinary way. Then the world is going to open up to you. Then you're going to find some hope, because you're going to have passion. And when you have passion, people love to be around you. When you have passion, people love to share that energy, and they just want to be in that field of just experiencing all that you are. Because when you're at your best, you cause other people to be at their best. Look, it ain't easy. But anything else, you're just not even you're copping out on yourself. So I encourage you, find that thing that really wakens you, that drives your mind, that really gets you excited. Like I said, for me, it's cooking. But for you, it could be drawing, it could be fashion design, it could be building fences. It doesn't matter what it is that you do, because when you do it the way only you can do it. Hey guys, this was Chef Mark. Thanks so much for just spending a couple minutes with me. I hope to hear from you soon, and I'll see you around. All right, bye.